It's July 1940. The Luftwaffe are preparing their great assault upon our island. Some of you have only a handful of hours in the Spitfire, yet today you'll learn all you need: how to bring her to life, to taxi and take off, to form up in the air, to engage, and more importantly to bring your aircraft home. This is your machine. This is your duty. Let us defend our nation.
And hard the road may be, for without victory there is no survival. Never yield to force, never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
Okay boys, they're here, let's go. Got it.
Okay, Red 2, radio check.
Red 2, 555.
First, push the throttle lever fully forward. By pushing the throttle forward, this automatically powers on the undercarriage and fuel pressure light. Now push the throttle forward by about an inch for startup. Push the main fuel tank cock lever up. Place the RPM control lever fully forward. For takeoff, you want to put the carburetor air intake control lever fully forward. Okay, time to prime the fuel. Unscrew the primer pump handle cup counterclockwise to unlock. And now we'll need to pump it 5 to 6 times when the engine's cold to prime the fuel. If the engine's warm on restart, a little bit less. Now turn the cap clockwise to lock it. Okay, so now we have to increase the fuel pressure. Pump the fuel wobble pump handle up to 12 times until the amber fuel pressure light goes out. Flip booster coil and starter covers open. Flip magneto switches 1 and 2 to the up position. When the prop is clear, press and hold the starter and booster coil simultaneously. As the engine starts to crack, keep holding the starter and booster coils whilst pushing the fuel mixture lever fully forward. As we prepare for takeoff, we'll need to trim the right rudder so that the port is in the 12 o'clock position. Once the engine is started, keep an eye on the oil pressure gauge. Okay, good start. Trim the altimeter gauge as required. Red 1, taxi. When taxiing, I highly recommend you use rudder pedals. Ensure to assign brakes on both your left and your right rudder pedal. So when you're turning left, apply a little bit of left brake. When you're turning right, a little bit of right brake. Small gradual movements, that's all you need.
2, taxi.
And get the feel for it. Keep the canopy open so you can put your head out from time to time and track your movement. As we taxi, keep that speed down. Okay, Red 2, right turn here to the airfield.
2.
Before we take off, make sure that tail wheel is straight. You don't want to be swerving. Now that we're straight, gently increase the throttle. Keep your feet on those rudders. Keep yourself straight. Visualize on a certain point. Okay, pull the stick back so that the tail wheel stays straight. To have a stable takeoff, I'd recommend you keep that PSI under 8. Remember what I said about those rudders. Visualize on a certain point and control your rudders. Keep yourself in a straight line. Now that the tail is lifted, gradually start to release the stick forward, pull back a bit, Trim the aircraft. Bring the undercarriage up and close the canopy. Once we're airborne, don't forget to open the carb air filter. Additionally, when landing, you can go ahead and close it again. Red flight, join up.
Red 2. Red 3. Red 4.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
Red section, guns on both machine guns and cannons. Use the cannons when you're close. They'll tear a hole through anything, but conserve your rounds. Let's set up those sights. Convergence is set for 200 yards, so don't waste ammo at long range. First, let's turn off those nav lights and arm the guns. Set the sight brightness as necessary. At 200 yards, a Mr. Split 109's 35-foot wingspan will fill the side ring. Okay, Red 2, let's set the range to 200 yards. And as we're expecting BF 109s, let's set the base feet to 35 feet. If you get blinded by the sun, use the sun filter here. A Junkers 88 will look almost twice as wide in the sight ring. Now don't forget the safety catch. Against the 109, aim for the cockpit and engine. Knock out the pilot or power and she's done. On the Junkers, go for the engines and wing routes. A few cannon bursts there, and that bomber won't stay airborne for long. Keep your eyes peeled, Red section. Stand by. Tally bandits, 11 o'clock low. 2, stay on my wing. 3 and 4, brake left and engage.
3 brake. 4 brake. Red 1, bandit on your tail. Engaging.
2, A firm, cover me. Red 1, guns on target. He's smoking. Always anticipate the shot. Don't aim where the bandit is, aim where he's going to be. Again, anticipate that shot. Red 1, good hits. Bandit's going down. A bit long range here, but with practice, you can anticipate that shot. At closer range, mix that cannon with your guns to have maximum effect.
Red 4, bandit destroyed. Pilot has bailed out.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island.
Red section, rejoin.
2, 3, 4, rejoining.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
3, tally bandits, right low of Swingate Station.
Roger, Red 3. Engage.
4, he's going for the Mosquito.
Copy, Red 4. Engaging. Red 1, Good hits on Bandit. He's not down yet. Re-engaging. One last try. Come on. Got him. Red 1, bandits bailed out.
Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Red section, rejoin, and RTV.
2, 3, Red 4.
Men will still say this was their finest hour.
Okay, boys, we've done it. I guess the drinks are on me this time.
2, make mine a pint. 4, last time you promised you vanished before the bill came.
Red 2, as we turn in for Harrington, remember the Spitfire's long nose hides the airfield straight ahead. That's why we curve our approach, in this case from the left. It lets us keep the field in sight, right through to the short finals. Keep us steady at around 120 miles an hour on the downwind. Undercarriage down, check the gear indicator, and flaps down. Once you're lined up on short finals, reduce your speed between 90 and 85 miles an hour over the threshold. Remember not to chase the nose by holding the stick. Set your attitude and let the throttle do the work. More power and she'll lift, less and she'll settle. Pitch is for speed, the throttle is for glide path. Fly her down with the throttle, not by pulling on the stick. Now as you flare, let her settle on all three wheels, the mains and the tail wheel together. That tail wheel contact keeps her straight and kills the bounce. If you try to wheel her on the mains, she'll dance about and probably bite you. 3 points, steady, and she should roll out nicely.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning.
Thank you, old girl. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and comment on any other videos you'd like me to do.